Okay, now we'll move on to our last example. Okay, example 3. Okay, so over here, right, what we have is triangle PRQ. PR is 9 cm, PQ is 10 cm, and then RQ is 15 cm. So now the question is, find angle P. Okay, instead of finding length just now we're finding an angle. How do we find angle P? So let's run through the process again. Can I use Pythagoras theorem? Cannot. Not right angle triangle, right? We also don't know. Is it right angle triangle? You can test it out using Pythagoras theorem. Does it fulfill the rules of Pythagoras theorem? If it's so, then by the converse of Pythagoras, you will be 90 degrees. But in this case, I know it's not. So can I use, if it's not right angle triangle, I cannot use trigo ratio, can I use Pythagoras theorem? Then how? Can I use sine rule? Remember sine rule, look for opposites, 3 knowns, 1 unknown. Can or not? You try? Cannot. So it must boil down again to cosine rule. And so I know I can use cosine rule to find angle P. And some of you ask, okay, Mister, is there another way of looking at it? Can I use the bread and the patty? Of course you can. Take a look. Do I have the bread? Yes, I have the bread. Do I have the bread? Yes, I have the bread. Do I have the patty? No, I don't have the patty. But I have the other side. Right? I have the bread, I got no patty, but I got the other side. Right? The third side. So if you look carefully, right, if I were to apply the cosine rule over here, right, 15 square, the cosine rule states that 15 square, right, c square equals to a square plus b square. So 9 square plus 10 square minus 2ab, right? Then cosine angle C, in this case is angle P lah, cosine angle P. Am I right? So now we just have to manipulate this and then we can find angle P already, right? But please be careful. From my years of teaching, I realized that some students have tendency of, because they're not so strong in algebra, they do not know what is term, what is factors, they do not know how to manage it. Okay, please look, this negative minus this negative 2 times 9 times 10, right, is not detached from cosine angle P. No, it's not. No. This whole thing is one term by itself. It's one term by itself. So what you can do is you bring this whole entire term to the left hand side. So what I have is 2 times 9 times 10 cosine angle P is equals to 9 square plus 10 square. See this 15 square? If I bring this to the left hand side, it becomes positive. I can bring the 15 square to the right hand side, right? Minus 15 square. So cosine angle P is equals to 9 square plus 10 square minus 15 square over, see, now I can get rid of this. Mister, how do I get rid of this? 2 times 9 times 10. This is just a number, right? We bring it down as a denominator. So bring it down. So 2 times 9 times 10, we bring it down. So angle P is equals to cosine of the angle, cosine, what do I have? So I have 9 square plus 10 square minus 15 square over 2 times 9 times 10. Then punch your calculator, that's it. Punch your calculator, 1 dp, not TSF, 1 dp. So let me punch my calculator. So I have 9 square plus 10 square minus 15 square, then divide by 2 times 9 times 10. And what I have, I shift cosine. I will have 104.14 something. I round off to 1 dp. So 104.1 degree. So done, 1 dp. Okay, done. 104.1 degrees. Okay, am I clear? So some of you will say, Mr. Nga, since these steps is basically kind of like repetitive, if I would, every time I try to use cosine to find angle, I always got to write it out and then bring it to the left and then bring this c square to the right hand side, then I bring this down. Can I come up with a formula for this? Yes, there is a formula for this. So another cosine rule basically exists in 2 forms, right? One form is to find the length, the other form is to find the angle. Okay, so to find length, I use purple, right? So to find length, the formula that I've introduced so far will be c square equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cosine angle c. Okay? So, okay. Over here, I'm assuming everyone knows what is the a, the b, and the c. If I'm not sure, okay, tell you what, I will draw the triangle. Okay, I draw a triangle here. I just draw it here. Okay, if this a, this b, this c. So this is little c, this is little a, this is b. So c square is this one. Okay, c square equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cosine angle C. So cosine this angle. So C squared equals to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine angle C. Alright, again you see the bread and the patty, right? To find the third unknown side. So to find angle, okay, so basically if you manipulate this and then you will always have this, you know, cosine angle C is equals to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. So this is another version of the cosine rule which you can apply straight away. Straight away you can apply this to find the angle. But please remember, after you punch the right hand side, remember to inverse cosine, shift cosine of it, alright, to produce the angle. Okay, so I say again, to find the length, you use what I introduced earlier in my first video clip, right? C squared equals to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine angle C. To find angle, we use the second one, a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. Then remember to shift cosine after that.